Welcome back, CodeWithKamira. In today's episode, we are going to look at bottom navigation bar. Let's create a page which we will call app shell page. And this should be our entry page. STF app shell page. On login, we call app shell. We call app shell. And this app shell should be represented in the Go router. App shell. This is app shell, and it should load app shell page. So in app shell here, as I mentioned, we shall have the navigation bar, which navigation bar is going to be used to control the pages to display like home page, products page, cart, and so on. So we return the scaffold and the app bar is there. Then we have the border, which needs to have data. Then we shall have the bottom navigation bar. Okay. So in this class, we need to define the current index, because in order to load a certain page, you'll need to update that index. So int current index equals to 0, the starting page. And then we shall need to create a list of pages. Those are widgets. So we can say a list of widgets. We call it pages that are visible to only this class equals to, okay. The first one, we are going to pass the home page. Then let's create the products page. Let me duplicate this. Product page. For now, I'm putting them in this directory, but we'll arrange them accordingly, depending on the feature. Products page. Okay. So in our app shell, we need, after home, we have products page. Then we shall also need the cart page. So still I can copy. I'll call this cut edge. Okay. So in our app shell, put the cut edge. Then we shall also need a wish list and profile. Wish list edge. Wish list. So we pass wish list page, and then profile page. We copy this. Profile page. And so we pass again the profile page. Okay, so this is a list of the pages that our navigation bar is going to control. So that means in the body, we display a given page depending on the index. So that is the list of pages at current index. So this means that we are displaying a page that is in a position inside this list that corresponds to the current index. Now we need the bottom navigation bar. We create a list here, list bottom navigation item, a list of bottom navigation item that we call still local to this file, bottom nav items. I will put the items, bottom navigation bar item. It requires an icon. The home tab, we are going to have icon into icons dot home outline. That's the icon. We need the label, and the label is going to be home. So active icon, let me put it here. Active icon. By active icon, we mean the icon that shows when you're on that given tab, so which is icons.home. So the other one is outlined. This one is a solid. We do this. We copy. We need 5, okay? So we do this. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So after home, we have product. So we give this second one a name of products, and the icon should be inventory to outline. Inventory to outline. While the one for active, you can have inventory too. So the next one is what we call cart. And we can have the icon as a shopping cart outline. Outlined, then the active one can be just shopping cart. The next one is wish list, and we can have the icon as the favorite border. And then active, we can have favorite. Then this one, and the last one is the profile. And we can have person outlined. And this should be just, I think person is better. Okay. So what is wrong? Okay, typo. All right. So we have the pages, and we want to map each page to the bottom nav item. Okay. Now we are saying that to map, we shall need the current index. So that means the bottom navigation bar should control all. All right. So in the bottom navigation bar, we have container, and maybe we give some padding as edge insets dot. We can make only the top, dot only, we set top, default padding. So this is padding. So after the padding, the color of that navigation bar to be theme dot of context dot scaffold background color. So it picks the background color of the scaffold that has been set in the theme. Okay, then we can need the child of this container, and that is the bottom navigation bar. Bottom navigation bar, which now under items, we pass the bottom navigation bar items, the list we've created. And then the current index, we pass the current index we declared. This, we need to pass this one. Let me make it also local to this. Okay. So here is current index. Then type, which should be fixed. So bottom navigation bar type dot fixed. Selected font size. We give 12. If it's small, we can give 14. Let's try 12. Selected item color. Item color. What is the color that we want to give that selected item? I think it should be blue. App colors dot blue. Light blue. App blue color. Dark blue. We shall modify in case it's not fit. Then that's for selected item color. Then we have unselected item color. There are so many properties as you can see. So depending on how you want to style your app. I think this one, we can give it black. Colors dot black. That's for unselected. Then we can look for background color. And we can pick this same one of this container. For now, let me run. Okay, let me log in. Emily space page not found. Where is this item? Okay, on tab. This is where we set the new index. So set state current index equals index. So here we are giving the current index a new value. Okay, let's see that. Let's log in. Yes, so it has worked. The reason for the failure was because we didn't start with the / for our path. Inside home, let's center main axis alignment, main axis. Main axis alignment dot center. Okay. And we can try cross axis alignment as well. Cross axis alignment center. This doesn't work. So text style, common function, yes. Yes, style, text align, text dot center. Okay, remove this cross alignment. So I need to center this. This is products page. Center this. And here, main axis alignment dot center. So this one reads, this is products page, cut, in center. Main axis alignment dot center. This is cut page. This is cut page. The next is wish list. This is the wish list page. Then finally is the profile. File page. I would like us to control the navigation index via a provider, a change notifier. Okay. So we can create under reusable or shared. We can create a directory we call notifiers. And under notifier, we can create a class we call app state notifier. Let me call it provider to sound better. Provider, app state provider. And also here I rename this to providers. So we may need a package with Flutter tab add provider. And also for that provider to be recognized, we are going to have to do something. We go to my app here. For any providers to be recognized, remember like here we have multi-block provider. They are the ones we pass here. The Cubit here, multi-repository provider. But then we have another set of providers that we will need, and that is multi-provider. So we can wrap this one with a widget, we call it multi-provider. Okay. We'll give the providers. For now, we don't have any, so let's go and create app state provider. So it's class app state provider extends. Now, what type of provider is this? It's a change notifier. Change notifier. Okay. Change notifier. Okay, so the class is a change notifier class. Now in here we can say int index equals to 0. But then, okay, the local index, let's give a name so that you never know in the future we may need certain index. So we call this bottom nav index 0. We need a getter for this, so it's going to give us an int and get, we call it bottom nav index that shall give us this bottom nav index. Do you notice the difference? The function is this without underscore, but the value is this with an underscore. Then we shall need a setter that is going to be void update bottom nav index, and will give us an int value. So what do we do here? We set the value of bottom nav index to this index, to the value, new value, and we notify listener. So we notify listeners. So now we go back to my app. Here, the provider we want is a change notifier provider. And how is it created? To give us this, which is app state provider. It's a change notifier provider. So we need to go to the app shell. We move this, and in here we say final current index is equal to context dot read so we are going to read from app state provider. And what are we going to read? We are going to read bottom nav index. So we use current index. Current index. Now here to reset, we say context dot read. And what are we reading? We are reading app state provider dot update index. We give the value as index. We remove this. So I expect this to be working. Let's try. Emily space. Let's click on next item. Yeah, it is working. So this is how we use bottom navigation bar. Final. Make this final. Good. All right, so that is it for today. Kindly subscribe to Code with Kamira if you've not yet subscribed. Bye.